Hello, it is Tracy Jackson, also known as the Spiritual Cheerleader, and I'm coming to you today with another unboxing video. It is for the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. The actual artwork is done by, I believe it's Danielle Noel. Yes, Danielle Noel, who actually created a deck called the Starlight Tarot quite some time ago, at least about a year or so ago. This is an unboxing, so I have not looked at these cards at all yet. I literally just took the cellophane wrap off of it, but absolutely love the artwork on the cover. Love that it has this message on the inside. I actually did the deck activation with the Council of Light that Rebecca and Danielle did today. Rebecca basically offered that as a kind of bonus for pre-ordering the deck. So this message is in both sides of the box, which I love. And I love the fact that she has her famous rose. That's kind of a symbol that Rebecca Campbell uses in all of her materials and artwork, which I really love. It talks to or speaks to heart opening. As the rose opens, the heart opens. So our guidebook is here, and these are our cards. And today we were on the call, and people were asking, what card was on top for you? This card was on top for me. And a bunch of people were saying the yes card was on top, and the yes card is on top for me as well. I love the colors of these decks. The Starlight Tarot has very similar colors as well. I like Danielle Noel's artwork. These are the back of the cards, so you know, and I'm going to take you through all of the cards. It's the No card, their ever unfolding rose, which is I was just speaking about. You're already doing it. Align your light. Probably should pick them up from here. Answer the call, so you can actually see the message at the bottom. Trust your path. The crumbling, which today Rebecca on the call stated that this is very akin to the tarot symbol of the tower. There's a tarot card that is the tower card, and basically the tower card is the card that represents transformation and change in your life. It usually means, certain things are falling away so that, a brand new can be risen up, kind of like the phoenix. I love that metaphor for it. Trust the niggle. I like that. Trusting your intuition. Boundaries. Warrior woman. Oh, this is awesome. Don't dim to fit in. Mirror. These are really gorgeous. Priestess, which Danielle Noel said that she used Isis and Sekhmet as her, kind of guides for drawing this priestess. That's the essence that she wanted with this card. She mentioned that today. Starseed, which I am. Star Mother. There's so much good stuff on these cards. I feel like I'm blocking it with my fingers. Leap. And they spoke to that, like that there's so much imagery and information on the cards. It's the Inner Temple. This was one of the cards they featured heavily on the call today. Dance. It's just beautiful. Fill up your well. Take a break. This one's awesome. The Initiation. Share your voice. Get grounded. Love that. I mean, you can really feel the power of these cards, like the messages through the pictures that are on them. Play. break the chain. So gorgeous. Ah! I cannot wait to use these with my Divine Feminine Oracle. It's the Sisterhood of the Rose. How awesome is that? Soul family. I use this term a lot. I have some soul family. The Age of Light. Beautiful as that. Look at this one. Awakening. I love this card. The moon in the background. Oh, transformation. How awesome. Keepers of the Earth. Unbound. If you are familiar with Rebecca Campbell's books, Light is the New Black and Rise Sister Rise, there is a passage and I can't even remember which one of them it is. I want to say it's Rise Sister Rise, but it's unbound, unbound, forever unbound. Like it, and like I can hear it right now, just with that card. This is Anna, grandmother of Jesus, which I know for a fact that Rebecca has read that book by Claire Hartsong. I read it because she recommended it. Pillar of Light. This one's really gorgeous too. It's Great Gathering. I mean, look at these. The protection card. Just gorgeous. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. Birthing a New Age. That's how I should hold these from now on. Probably go all the way back. This was one that featured heavily on the call today as well, the Council of Light, because our deck activation was actually done with the Council of Light. And she actually includes the activation attunement information in the guidebook, because Danielle was reading it from the guidebook today. It's amazing. Okay, like I have never activated a card deck in that way. I usually say my own little prayers and everything to start, but the way that she does it in here, freaking amazing. And so the Council of Light, you know, has Jesus, Black Madonna, Mother Mary. She's got, they talked about so many of them on the call. Imrama. And then this one was spoken about on the call as well. Lemuria. Danielle talked about how she created this. She felt like Lemuria had a lot of blues and turquoises. It had a lot of crystal, you know, features and mountains and things like that. And so that's why the card looks like this. And then the Akasha card she spoke about, talking about how Akasha, there's, you know, folklore that the Akasha is, you know, Akashic, you know, Hall of Records is underneath the Sphinx in Egypt. And so she was like, I drew a little doorway there, kind of under the Sphinx. So you can kind of see that there. It's really cool. And then the Pleiades, and in this she even she showed us or told us that the actual constellation Pleiades is actually in the background of the drawing. She made sure to include that in there, which is really cool. I love hearing how they create these decks and come up with these decks. And this is the last card, the Mintaken. And Rebecca gave us a lot of insight on the Mintaken, which I had never heard of them before, but basically they're star seeds who feel like they've always longed to go home, but never really known where home was. And she was talking about the Mintaken, like comparing Mintakans to Atlantis, like what's the difference? And she was saying how the Mintakans had come, from the stars, and that they were believed to be some of the first inhabitants of Earth, and how like basically they inhabited the Earth and all this stuff, but they have this overwhelming feeling of kind of wanting to go home but not really knowing where home is, and having that feeling of loving the stars, loving the celestial bodies and things like that, but just not feeling at home. And also kind of having some of those Atlantean characteristics with the water and things like that, but they're a little bit different, which awesome. So just want to take a little time to go through the guidebook here. She has the same message, you are the oracle, in here. And she spoke to this today, how, and I absolutely agree with her totally. The cards have absolutely no power. We give the cards power, and the cards are really serving as mirrors to tell us what we already know in our soul. We just don't want to, for whatever reason, admit or say, because we're scared, like, what if it's not true or whatever. The cards are that confirmation for us. So that's basically what they are. The other thing that she's done is created 4 different suits, or actually it looks like 5 different suits of cards. So she kind of did it like tarot, but it only has oh wow, does it not tell me how many cards it has? Because it's not a full tarot deck. 44 cards. But it's a 44 card deck, but she has 5 different cards. So she's got confirmation cards, which are basically our yes no cards, which is interesting. I'm going to see how that works out. She said that typically it should be able to work all together. We'll see. I'm going to see about that, because I have another deck where I split it out. Those cards from the questions, it's angel answers, just so you guys know. That's the other deck that has yes no cards. There's inquiry cards. So they have actual prompts on them so that you can answer journal questions. You've got action cards, so that they, they get you in the energy of taking an actual action. You've got activation cards, which literally activate those things within you, those initiations, those, soul knowings that you need to know. And then you have transmission cards. And those are the true initiations and transmissions. It looks like the activation cards. Sorry about that. Activation cards activate energies and healing within you. But the initiations are more of the transmission cards. So a little bit different there in the activation. So the activation is like, maybe you have, maybe there was something that you were doing in a past life that you need to do now, but it's not been activated in you in this lifetime. And so those activation cards serve to activate that energy within you. Whereas an initiation is something that you are doing to initiate yourself into the role or whatever that you're going through, even though you might have done that in the past or whatever. So it's a little bit different. And she said that she had a lot of spreads in here. This is the attunement, Work Your Light Oracle attunement. This is what we did in addition to the deck activation today. And then here's the spreads. She's got Soul Callings, a 2-card spread. Holy Trinity is the 3-card spread. She's got a Cosmic Cross, which is very similar to the Tarot Celtic Cross. And then she has, the messages of the cards, what they need to be and everything. And she even advised, if you want, just, take the guidebook itself and just open it up to a particular page, and that's your oracle for the day. If you want to do that, I actually do this with her books, Light is the New Black and Rise Sister Rise, because they are like daily oracles. So it's really, really interesting to see how she's kind of incorporated that same energy and the same messages that she speaks about in there into this deck. So I'm super excited to work with it. I will be coming on, of course, with a part 2 after I've worked with it for a little while. And I would love to know from you if you've gotten this deck, if you haven't gotten this deck, but you're going to get this deck now that you've seen this review. And just would love to know any questions you have surrounding, readings or new decks or anything like that. If you have any other questions about this deck that maybe I can answer for you, please feel free. Like I said, she had this whole deck activation today, and we learned a lot of information about how she came up with and created this deck, which is very interesting. I tried to hit on most of those things, which is why this one is a little longer. But if you think of another question that maybe she answered or whatever, like, feel free to drop it in the comments, and I will I'll answer to the best of my ability based on something she said, or either if she didn't answer that question, I'll try to answer it for you so that you can get that. So I hope that you like this. Feel free to, like this actual video, subscribe to my channel for more unboxings, because I love getting cards. I love getting new decks, especially decks like these that really celebrate so much of what I love. And you guys all make it possible. So, please like, comment, let me know. And if you are looking for information on how to start reading, start preparing your decks, things like that, feel free to get my Oracle Basics guide. I have posted it in the comments here below. All you have to do is click on it and sign up, and you will have it in your inbox. I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Feel free to check out some of my other videos and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. Bye.